Hello everybody, I'm Storm here, and welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we worked on making our glass fibers. Got a lot of done. Pretty much got up to the point where we have our sodium carbonate, our sodium hydroxide, we got our sulfuric acid. So everything's ready to make our sodium sulfate that we're going to need. So then we're going to combine our sodium carbonate, sodium sulfate, and some sand and some lime, which I haven't done anything with yet. I've gone ahead and set up what we're going to need for that to make our sand and lime. And then we'll be able to make our glass mixture, and then make our molten glass, and then make our glass fibers. So that is what we're going to be working on today, and hopefully I'll get everything done. We'll see. I think the first and easiest thing to do is going to be to make the sodium sulfate. So we're going to need this stuff and that stuff to make the sodium sulfate. So let's go ahead and work on that. So we're going to need a chemical plant and a pump. Now, we're bringing in 1, 2, 3. That's where you're going to be. All right, so you're going to be making sodium sulfate, and it does produce purified water as a byproduct. Alright, so we'll have to deal with that. That's not a big problem. Could just clarify it, but I'll have to see if maybe there is something I can do with it. And this is only going to need one module. Make as much as I need. So we're going to throw this into a silo. All right, there we are. All right, so if I were to bring this there, route that like that, that'll work. Okay, so the purified water. That's an output, not an input. That's going down there. That's going up to there, which is helping feed this. $150 per second. All right, so here's what I'll do. We're going to route the purified water into this system. And then I'm going to need overflow valve and a couple clarifiers. Probably don't need 2 clarifiers, but it's what we're going to do. So that where I want to put them? It'll work. Is that dropping? Yeah, that's dropping. That should be going there as fast as it can. Alright, good. What about you? Actually, that doesn't help, does it? No. The way I would have to do this, if I wanted to do that, is instead route that water into there. Then all of a sudden, you have a place to go. Alright, still full up. Alright, so what we would do is this. Put that there. And then put another one. Or actually, no. The way to do this would be to do this. Is to put these like there. Put our overflow valve. Oh, actually, they need to be moved a little bit more. Well, let's just do that and that. Okay. And then here, we have our overflow valve. Let's just make sure that they can handle everything. It's still not quite working right, is it? All right, then. I was kind of trying to avoid directly clarifying, but... Oh, actually, probably just want to keep that there. We'll just bring the clarifier directly over here, and we'll just dump it off. There we go. And that should be making 5 per second. Okay, that looks about right. Okay, so now we need to make our sand and lime. We're just going to be using the washing plants. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need a C4 pump. And we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 washing plants. And a blast furnace. That means a blast furnace is going to need some sort of fuel. Okay, I think we can manage that. I could go with just straight coal. Or I could use the coke pellets. The other thing I'm going to have to make over here is going to be carbon. We'll get to that. Alright, well, I'll have to decide about that once we get there. All right, so where do I want to do this? We'll do this here. And we're also going to need a standard pump for fresh water. So you are doing that. Okay. All right, so we're going to need light mud water. Directly for the limestone, we're also going to need some light mud water to make the thin mud water. Okay, so this is where... we need 2 of those. Okay, so you're making heavy mud water. You're going to take the heavy mud water and make concentrated mud water. You're going to take the concentrated mud water and make the light mud water. All right. And I'm just going to go ahead and just put modules in all of them, even though it's not really necessary. Just to make sure that we're covered. All right, and the other thing that's going to need to be dealt with out of these things is going to be mud. Which we're just going to dispose of. All right, so this light mud water is going 2 places. One to make our limestone, and then another one to be washed into thin mud water, then be turned into sand. Okay, so if I do this, you're going to take this and make the thin mud water, okay? Okay, so you're making thin mud water. You are also going to have to deal with mud. Which what I'll do over here is just directly dump it into a void chest. That'll be simple enough. And then we're going to throw these there. And so you are making sand. All right, and then the sand is going to get dropped into a silo. There we go. All right, so then this, head over to another washing plant to make limestone. Now, does that need water as well? That does need water as well. Let's see, that should work. You're going to make limestone. Actually, just go straight pipe there. Now, the limestone is going to be run into a furnace. Is that where I want to put it? It'll work. All right, so you're gonna produce carbon dioxide. Interesting. We could connect the carbon dioxide output there. Create a little buffer. An overflow valve and a vent there. In fact, actually what I might want to do is say that this is going to be a non-return valve. All right, that works. Now I just need to bring over some fuel. We'll use the pellets. And that lines up perfectly. All right, so will the silo fit here? It will. Very good. Alright, so now we need to send everything. This stuff, that stuff, this stuff, and that stuff into 2 powder mixer Mark IVs. Let's see. 5 per second, 5 per second, 5 per second, 5 per second. Okay, so let's see. The thing is, the powder mixers are not that large. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I actually haven't done this much. Recently. We pretty much scaled everything to use a whole belt. But we're going to actually put these on Multiple sides of a belt. There we go. Okay, so I'm also going to consider the output here. All right, so you guys are making glass mixtures with those things. All right, so you're going to want an input here and an input here and an input here and an input there. All right. So we have this process. Right. Okay. And then we're going to have actually, no, that's going to come up from the other direction. There we are. And that didn't quite line up. Oh well. Bring those in. And each of these is going to need 2 modules. And then we'll send the output in this direction into a silo. That's doing what, 20 per second? All right, excellent. And now we just needed an induction furnace and a strand casting machine, and then we have our glass fibers. We have an induction furnace and a strand casting machine. And another silo. No, that's going to be, the glass fiber is going to be sent over here to be loaded onto a train directly. And you're making molten glass. There we go. Buffer tank. Strand casting machine. Making glass fibers. And there they are. All right, so I need my loading bay over here. Oh, these gotta go. I'll just manually put that stop in there. For whatever reason, they take a long time to make it through the system. Here, I'll just drop in the signals manually. There we go. And then I need... I don't think I need that. This, I guess. Standard. No, not that one. That's all I got in there. I have too many of these. I need to go through all these books and figure out what blueprints I actually still need and try and combine them. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Two warehouses. This is kind of overkill, but two of these, two of those. And the light might as well. Which is there. Alright, so this is going to be glass fibers, which are not listed here. Alright, glass. There they are. For some reason, they're listed there, but whatever. Standard way to load those. Oop. Let's see there. Let's see, where is this going to be? Right about... Right about the... Oh. I misaligned that. That's all right. Oh, now I gotta find... I always just cut the whole forest down, but eh. Get a few trees out of the way. Okay, there they are. This is going to be glass fiber north. We'll call that. All right, and so I have a train all ready to go. So what you're going to do is you're going to go get refueled first. And then you'll head to glass fiber north. Inventory full. And then you'll head to what I'm calling this is electronics north, glass fiber delivery, inventory empty, and go. Just make sure that this works correctly. All right, so the train's loaded with fuel. Wait there for 5 seconds. It looks like it is coming to the right stop. It should be right here. All right, so that's going to take a little while to load. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and end the episode here. I'll let that load through and get transferred. And so what we'll probably get started on for next episode is going to be our new rocket control unit manufacturing. Getting all this stuff built through. And then see how long that takes. All right, but for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.